Hey, Patrick Coffin here with 5 isms you should know about. Briefly, I know you've heard of most of these. Atheism, number 1. Most atheists don't answer the question, well, forget evil for a moment. Why does goodness exist? Why is there something instead of nothing? Agnosticism, well, there are 2 forms of agnosticism. It's kind of warmed over or more cowardly atheism. Absolute agnosticism contradicts itself by saying that we can know for certain that man cannot know for certain that God exists. Then there's moderate atheism, the idea that God might exist, but it's not an answer to the question of whether God exists. It's sort of like toxic doubt. Number 3, relativism. This is a biggie. Relativism is an objective moral claim that there are no objective moral claims. Humans are not relativists by their nature. We're not. And even relativists are not really relativists in the real world. They tend to be evangelical. They tend to have a worldview they want to impose. Now that implies that they have a moral claim that must be changed to a superior standard. That contradicts it. Number 4, feminism. Feminism is a bad idea. Men and women are different. Ergo, they have different roles. The eye has a different purpose from the foot or the ear. Men and women differ physically, anthropologically, and so they have different purposes. They're not equal, but they're equal in dignity. They're both made in God's image and likeness. But we can't be equal in purpose due to our differences in community and in the body of Christ. A saw is not equal to a hammer, even though both are tools. I don't think we should be domesticating feminism by calling it Christian feminism or Catholic feminism. Number 5, socialism. Catholic social teaching is based on the virtue of justice. More specifically, commutative justice, which is giving to the individual his due. Pope Pius XI said, "No one can be at the same time a good Catholic and a true socialist." All modern popes have affirmed the same teaching. Socialism equalizes power and the rights of man by taking an excessive amount of wealth and distributing it to those who lack power and the rights of the rich. Another word for successful. The differences in power and rights come from the author of nature, God. Through this mass wealth confiscation, the government becomes the controller of the wealth and violates justice by not giving individuals their proper due, i.e. they violate the 7th commandment. Socialism is warmed over communism. It's not compatible with Catholicism. So there are 5 isms: atheism, agnosticism, socialism, feminism, and relativism. I'm tempted to write a book on this, working title, The Little Book of Isms. Leave your comment below if you think that would be a book that would be helpful. And not just those, but I could expand it out to all the major dangerous isms that are ruining our lives as a multi-headed hydra monster is devouring us in this time. Check out the Patrick Coffin Show podcast. It drops every Tuesday morning, patrickcoffin.media/show. Subscribe to this channel. Stay in touch. In the meantime, be a saint. What else is there?